That was odd. The camera just... Oh, sorry. Hey, YouTube. So hey, YouTube, I'm your friendly neighborhood cinematographer, and the first thing I wanted to talk about today is that I wanted to introduce myself. So, my name is Matt G, and I live in Canada, and I also wanted to give you a little rundown of what I'm going to be doing on the show for the next little while. And basically, I'm just going to be vlogging about things that matter to me and things that I care about. And it'll have, like, current issues and things that are happening in my life and just, like, topics I want to talk about. And just, yeah, that's what I'll be doing on the show, and let's jump into the first topic. So the very first topic I wanted to talk to you guys about today was a moral issue, if I'm using the word moral right here. But anyway, it involves the organization Operation Christmas Child, and if you don't know who they are, you should look them up, because they do a lot of good. And basically what... I'll explain. Basically what they do is that they get people to fill up shoeboxes with average day items, and they ship those shoeboxes to third world countries so children can have a Christmas present. And I personally believe that is a really good...
It just makes me really happy to see photos like this one.
But the moral issue here is the organization Operation Christmas Child puts pamphlets about Jesus in the shoeboxes. And the reason why I'm feeling this is because one of my close friends, who is an atheist, did not take an Operation Christmas Child shoebox because she did not want to push religion on another person. So here is, does the good outweigh the bad is the issue here? Because does the bad of pushing a religion on another person outweigh the good of giving another child a Christmas present, or is it vice versa? And yeah, just make a video response or leave a comment down below. But either way, I just want you guys to discuss this and give your opinion about this issue. So the next topic I wanted to talk about is something called Google Fiber. It's a very powerful internet connection that Google has developed, and the reason why I zoomed on Kansas City is because Google has been testing Google Fiber in Kansas City. So the reason why Google Fiber matters to me so much is because I think every person on the planet hates slow internet connection, but me especially. And I'm just glad that someone's doing it, and I'm glad it's someone as professional as Google. Like, they're making a good advance. And to give you some figures about Google Fiber's average speed, like, people have been reporting that Google Fiber has 700 megabits per second. And the average world's internet connection is 2.1 megabits per second. And in the US, the average is 5.6 megabits per second. Fact check that for me. But also, I made a little demonstration on just some figures just to give some perspective to how awesome Google Fiber is. So let's jump to that. So right now I'm on the main page for iTunes Movies, and I've selected just a random movie. And what I'm really looking at is how many gigabytes it is. And right, you may not be able to see it, but it says 1.98 gigabytes. So with a quick Google search, I figured out that 1 gigabyte is equal to 1024 megabytes. So let's just pull up my calculator and do the math. 1.98 gigabytes converted into megabytes, so you multiply it by 1024, and then we'll come up with a number, and then divide by 700 for the amount of megabytes, and it should give you the seconds. So it's around 3 seconds. So as you can see, that's incredibly fast, and frankly, I think you guys should do a little research on Google Fiber for yourselves, but personally, I want Google Fiber. I think that's awesome, and if you can download a movie so quickly, you can get back to doing things that you actually like and not just waiting for downloads to finish. Anyway, let's jump to the next topic. Anyway, so the last topic I wanted to talk about today is that I've read in my local newspaper that the Catholic Church Pope will start tweeting soon. And personally, I feel that's kind of ridiculous because, I don't know, I mean, Twitter is open to everyone and everyone can do it and such, but I feel that, like, religious figures could stay out because, I guess that's just my opinion, but it feels a little ridiculous to me. So as you now can see, I am wearing a hat because I wanted to introduce a new segment in the show, and I realized it's the very first vlog, but I'll explain anyway. So in this hat, I will have a whole bunch of slips of paper with different topics and issues for me to discuss, and then I will pull one out and I will discuss what I believe about this topic, and it will all be just random and it will have no like pattern to it. But what I want you guys to do, and I don't want you to feel like you're forced to do this at all, is that if you could like leave suggestions for topics for me to talk about in the comments, and also it'd be awesome if you guys could like leave comments about what you feel about this issue or make video responses. But if you could do both of those two things, that would be great. I'm not going to do this segment this week because I don't really have anything to talk about. This is the very first vlog. So yeah, this is the show, and I am your friendly neighborhood cinematographer, and I guess every week I probably should say something because I have to have like a catch line. So let's go with keep it real.